But so, what was I saying? I already forgot. What was I saying before the diazepam? Well, guys, just got out of surgery. Now, I must say, this definitely looks worse than it feels. I feel totally fine. My throat's a little tiny bit sore from them putting the breathing tube, but that's totally normal. I remember that from last time. My body feels slightly weak, and I'm kind of wobbly. They had to give me a couple different things. I forgot the name of... They had to give me a shot on my arm once. What is it? Phenegrin. So they gave me a shot on my arm of Phenegrin, and I think it was an anti-nausea, but it was making me so sleepy. I was trying so hard to keep my eyes open because every time I would close them I was feeling spinny and I felt super nauseous. Last time I did not throw up when I woke up from anesthesia, but they were also not working on my face. So this time, I think because they were working on my face, there was probably blood that dripped down into my stomach. So I woke up and I was kind of okay, but I was feeling a bit shaky. They didn't want me to record when I woke up because they say it's just because you're not acting right. They don't want to be, I don't even know. They just said that we couldn't.
Want somebody to use your state of being against you, I guess,
Yeah, so they're probably, just looking out for your best interest in case you say anything bad or whatever, I don't know. But I had to sit in there for quite a while. How long was I in there?
Well, I was there for a good solid hour and a half, so you're probably in there for 2 hours at least.
So I might have been waking up for about 2 hours. I was feeling really nauseous this time, which I wasn't expecting, but it was probably because the blood went into my stomach. And you'd think that throwing up right now would be the worst thing in the world, and I was pretty scared of it, because last time I had surgery for my breast augmentation, when I was throwing up, it was miserable. It was very forceful and just... It was not good. This time, I think it might have been more the anesthesia. They tried to give me some crackers, and so they could give me a pain pill because I was feeling some discomfort. So I ate 2 animal crackers first, and I just started to feel really uneasy. So I ended up throwing up, but it just came out. It wasn't even that strenuous throwing up that sometimes happens. It was not like that. It was just my body wanted it out and it came out very fluidly, and that's when they noticed that it was probably there was blood in it. So they figured it was from the blood in my stomach. So I bruised like a little peach here, but they told me that the worst of it when I was sitting in there. So if this is what I'm gonna feel like all week, this is great because I'm not very worried about it. I'll show you guys once I get home and get a little bit rested, the patches that I have on my legs. I think they were able to get enough fat to put on the sides of my cheeks, and then they did it around the eyes. But I'm also pretty sure that the bruising did not come from that. I'm pretty sure it came from fracturing the nose or breaking it or whatever people actually call it. So it's definitely been dripping quite a bit of blood. They just had to switch it out. I mean, not a lot. It's totally normal how much blood was dripping. But so they switched it out like 3 times while I was sitting in there waiting. And I'm not sure if there's an extra bill that's going to come out because they did mention a few times. They're like, while you're sitting in here, they charge every 15 minutes. So they told me to keep that in mind, but I was just shaky and not feeling well. I was anticipating to throw up a second time just because I just did not feel good. But they kept me on an IV to hydrate me, and I'm trying to think what else. I don't feel too loopy. I'm very glad that I took that diazepam, even though, so they didn't let me record after the surgery, which I think I already mentioned that. I'm kind of apparently spacey, but I feel pretty coherent. But so, what was I saying? I already forgot. What was I saying before the diazepam?
That was what you were saying, was about the diazepam.
No, right before that. I don't know where I was going with it. Oh, so I was trying to, sorry, I had to try to figure out what I was trying to say. So I'm trying to update you guys on the parts that we did not record. So as soon as they marked me up, they did walk me into the surgical room, but the IV was already in, so it's just a little bit less stress. All that they do is hook you up to the medicine that will help you really relax, and then you're asleep. So I actually don't remember anything past laying on the surgical bed. And because I'm a big baby, as soon as I had to start walking by myself towards the surgical room, which is like a minute, I stepped away, they walked me into the room, and of course I started tearing up because when I get scared, even with the diazepam, I still just kind of get, obviously get a little scared because walking into those surgical rooms is pretty scary. But yeah, so they started asking me questions, of course, because they try to distract you, and because of the diazepam, it made it a whole lot easier to walk in there and be okay with it. It just kind of takes that bit of an edge off. So I was okay laying on the bed, but as soon as I laid on that bed, it was like immediate. I don't remember anything else. And then once they were trying to wake me up, I felt like I was having a hard time waking up. It's already 3:50 right now, so that's a lot of hours that just disappeared. But because I got there 8 o'clock, did my paperwork, so you have to sign consent forms just saying like if anything goes wrong, contact information, all that stuff, possible things that can go wrong. So yeah, so I got walked back, lay down, don't remember anything, woke up, and right away I didn't feel sick, but then within a few minutes I started to get nausea, and I did throw up into one of those little bags, and then I was just like trying to stay awake, but I kept like slowly like closing my eyes and like falling asleep for a few minutes at a time. But then finally, when I was good enough, they just said that I could get dressed. They put me in a wheelchair and wheeled me into the bathroom so I could go to the bathroom, came back. I think I was dressed before I even went into the bathroom, actually. It's a lot easier to get dressed when you have loose fitting clothing. I just, zipped up my jacket, put on my pants, and just walked in there. And then they wheeled me out to the car, and the nurses were super nice. Dr. Mobley, of course, it was super nice. The anesthesiologist, they were all just great. They were so nice. That's just like, it's very comforting when you're going into the surgery. Also the nurse was super bubbly and nice and sweet, so it was very easy to get distracted because she was just like this fun little personality that, just kind of puts you at ease. But yeah, I think that's all I can really remember about that. Yeah, they want me to put some cold compresses, so they gave me these it's just like gauze in a little Tupperware, and they put some cold water in it. I'm gonna have to lay those on my eyes for about 20 minutes. They had it rigged. I'll put the picture in here. They put like a hair cap, like the hair nets, and I had them poke holes in it because I get claustrophobic, and I just felt like it was like in my way and I wasn't feeling good. So they poked holes and they were just cracking up because it looked so funny because I was the only person that's ever asked for that, which is so weird. It seems like it'd be something normal to ask for, but I just did not like not being able to see, but at the same time looking around because I was feeling dizzy and I was seeing blurry, it was making me feel uneasy too. So I don't know which way it would have been better, honestly, but I just kept trying to force myself to stay awake just because I thought I was going to throw up a second time. But yeah, now it seems like I'm feeling fine, and now we're headed back home, so we have about an hour drive, and I was able to hold the second pain pill down. The first one, because they give it to you there, it's not out of your prescription, they gave me a Percocet, and I threw it up. So I don't know if it was from the anesthesia or because they gave me the Percocet, because I just can't do the Percocets, but it seemed pretty quick, so it could have been a combination. So then it gave me the opportunity to tell the nurse that I just can't do the Percocets, and so they gave me a Loratab instead. And I'm not hurting. There is that little bit of discomfort, but they were telling me that the worst of it is what you're feeling when you're in there. And so it wasn't that bad. you know, I was able to sit down and go to the bathroom, and where the seat is, I'm pretty sure is where the gauze is, like in kind of that area. And like I could feel it, but when I'm sitting down, like right now, I cannot feel anything on my legs, like pain-wise. The only thing that feels like slightly uncomfortable, like, and I mean like slightly, is my nose. It's not, I would definitely say it's not painful at all, but that's because of the lower tab, I'm pretty positive, because before the lower tab, they were asking me on a scale of 1 to 10 how painful it is, and I was at about a 4, so I mean, nothing. It was just like feeling uncomfortable. Pretty much I could tell, I could kind of feel where the incision sites were, because that's kind of where the, like, it's almost like a pressure that I was feeling, so it wasn't anything bad. But yeah, so now we're gonna get to see how long it takes to get rid of those shiners. On this side, I kind of look, I forget which side there. On this side, I kind of look like a sloth. The bruise just kind of goes down, so, you know, I can get an early costume for Halloween. And then this side definitely bruised quite a bit more, and you can see that it's starting to seep through. But I'm really excited to see the outcome. I'll keep you guys posted. The swelling will get worse throughout the next 3 days. By the 3rd day, I think the swelling, especially from a fat transfer, peaks, and then it kind of starts to get better from there. So it'll be an interesting recovery. But pain-wise, I'm very happy. Like, this is not nearly as scary as I would have thought. The only scary thing was just going in there and anticipating it, and then feeling like I was possibly gonna get rushed. That made me kind of panic, but it did not feel rushy at all. I had to sign a few forms, so I had time to sit down and read them, and that kind of made me relax a little bit, because I didn't feel as rushed anymore for that, because I was able to take my time, because I don't read very fast. But yeah, so this is how they want me to put on the gauzes. They're just like wet with cold water, and they just want me to set them underneath my eyes during the drive, and then when I'm at home, I can put some ice packs. So yeah, pretty simple. I tried to tilt my seat back because we still have a good 40 minutes left. Man, look at that shiner. Woo! I honestly cannot tell you how easy this is. Also, that is where they put the IV. When I realized that they were putting the IV in my hand, that freaked me out, because an IV on the hand, But I'm glad that they did the IV outside of the room, because then it's like very quick once you walk in there. And this OR room was a lot smaller, so it seemed less intimidating than the last one, because the last one was just this huge open room with a bed in the middle, and it just seemed so surgical. But I don't know, I really hope that everything stays like this and just heals. From the videos I've seen, people were tired and groggy and stuff, and even though I just had anesthesia, like, I'm feeling pretty good. Like, I feel awake, and I feel like I can talk fine. Like, I can breathe through my nose. I can actually breathe through my nose. I need to just remember not to, like, sniffle or whatever. So I will catch you guys up in a bit. Hey guys, so I just got home. I was so tired. I slept most of the drive, but I just wanted to show you guys how much it dripped on the drive. We're about to switch it out, so sorry if you guys are a bit squeamish, but once again, does not hurt at all. Like, when I sat down, there's a spot on my leg that was a little tender, obviously, but it's nothing. Like, not at all. It looks kind of rough, but does not hurt at all. I think, did I mention it doesn't hurt at all? Because I think I said that a few times. Yeah, not at all. Okay, so maybe I will do this with you guys. Sorry about my hair looking all crazy. Okay, so let's see. Hold on.
Hold on, it's like stuck.
It's just on the tape though.
Okay. Gosh, that was really stuck on there.
No, that's fine.
Let me help you see if I should throw this away.
I think I got it. Thank you. Maybe I should have folded a bit skinnier. Oh well. Oh, and I just folded the tape. Okay.
Oh boy, your eyes are black.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, this is probably what it's gonna look like. So. Okay, time to change the gauze again. It's starting to get really seeped through. It's about, let's see what time it is, 6:17. So still really no pain. I'll be taking my pain pill in about 20 minutes or 10 more minutes, but still feeling all right. Just trying to eat some crackers. When I eat some food, it kind of makes my stomach feel a little uneasy, but these crackers are not upsetting my stomach at all. So I'll probably stick to those and water. Here, let's see.
Put it a little bit lower this time.
Yeah, that's too close. Oops. Oh. Trade. I needed both hands to do that, and need to pay attention to where I'm putting the tape and put it below these little spots. And that's it. Also, I've been trying to drink these, so they're still kind of upsetting like my stomach a little bit, but so maybe I'll just stick to water and saltine crackers for now. But other than that, everything's awesome.